And it sounds like the interview is the most crucial part in terms of evaluating that criteria, right? Because it seems like that ability to contribute criteria is sort of like the fit criteria. You know,
That's right.
Will the applicant really contribute to the community? Will he or she be able to communicate well? You know, does he or she have great interpersonal skills and energy and excitement for the program? So on that note, what should candidates keep in mind during the interview, which are with alumni, I believe, right?
That's right. Yes. Yeah. So normally they would have two alumni interviews face to face in their local city or place of residence. The interviewer is really trying to get to understand the candidate a bit better, get a better understanding of their career path to date. You know, that they'll be trying to gauge, you know, is this person really a high achiever or not? And that's also something that the school looks to the local alumni to be able to gauge, because, you know, it can be difficult for the school to understand, okay, you know, this person is working in Vietnam in engineering. You know, what would be a fast career path or for someone in that situation? You know, what should they have achieved within 4 years? You know, it can be very hard for the school to know country by country and career path by career path exactly whether the person is on a fast track or not. So that's something that the local alumni can help to gauge as well. And typically the school will match the candidate with one alum who has a similar industry or professional background and one who has a different background. And so, you know, the person who has a somewhat similar background should be able to provide some good perspective and really sort of delve into their professional experience and get a sense for really how well is this person doing. All right, so that's something to bear in mind. Then, you know, they'll be looking to sort of probe the motivation for coming to the school. And so, you know, you really have to have done your research and understand the school and be able to communicate well what it is that really draws you to the school and why INSEAD in particular. You know, I would suggest that candidates try to build a good rapport with the interviewer, and also, you know, use that opportunity to learn more as well. You know, ask them questions about their experience. You know, normally the alumni are very happy to talk about their wonderful time at INSEAD. And so, you know, do ask them about that. They're very happy to tell you about, you know, their experience. And also, you know, that can be very valuable for you to hear, you know, another perspective on what someone got out of INSEAD and what they've done since then. So, you know, do have that discussion as well.
So no INSEAD alumni are going to throw out case type questions at applicants?
Well, I mean, it's not something the school asks the alumni to do. You know, sometimes, you know, that the school works with about 2,000 alumni interviewers around the world. So, you know, while the process is somewhat standardized, you know, interviewers do have flexibility to ask whatever question they want. So, you know, you might get thrown an oddball question, which the school might not have expected. So that, you know, that can happen. Now, I remember when I did my alumni interviews, when I was applying to the program, I was a bit thrown because one of the interviewers decided to conduct the interview in French. We were in France, but I wasn't expecting that because, you know, everything was in English for the application process. And so that was unexpected, you know, and so that threw me off for a few minutes until I sort of adjusted. Okay, so how do I explain all of this now in French? So, you know, things like that can happen. So, you know, you need to be able to respond to different things on the spot. What the school asks the interviewer to ask, you know, are fairly classic questions. You know, they're really trying to, you know, there's nothing weird about what the school is looking for. It's really, you know, looking to get more depth on your application and you know, better understand your professional track record, your motivation for INSEAD, etc. So, you know, there's nothing very unusual, I think, about how they're approaching this.